Hey guys, welcome back. Another prep recap for you. We're reflecting on my 6th week in competition prep. So, last week, as I touched on in the previous video, my calories got dropped to 1850. And from Tuesday last week to today, being Thursday the following week, we are significantly down. So, in the end of last week, we dropped into the 63s finally, like the high end of the 63s. And then over the weekend, I actually went away to a wellness, like a little tiny home that had like a sauna, plunge pool, a bath, etc. And I still ate like my macros. We took food with us, cooked, everything was still spot on. But because I was in the sauna and we used that a few times, when I came back, I was actually 63, like on the dot. And I was like, what the hell? That's so much water lost during that time. So the next 2 days, weight was in the low 63s. Then Tuesday, when I checked in, it was back up to 63.9. And then since then, it's like 63.8 and just slowly, probably still trending down. So we were like up in the 64s, had an aggressive drop, and now we're still maintaining the 63s, which is great. That's what we wanted to be at by this point. So that's really great. Nothing else has changed, and I'll say this every week because I know my body, I know that it responds really well. When it gets to a point when it's responding, it tends to respond for a good 4, 6, 8 weeks before we have to sort of change things again when things are moving smoothly, right? So steps, I assume they'll be staying the same for some time. So there it's still at 13,000. My training sessions have been good. I'm still doing obviously 5 a week, 3 lower, 2 upper. Last week I did have a bit of a drama, so I've been having issues with my neck, which I don't even know when they first started, randomly last year. So all last year, well actually after my competing season in 2024, I really aggravated my lower back. So then I left that untreated for a while, and then eventually started last year, I got in to see a chiro and a physio and started having massage therapy. We've fixed up that lower back, but then, mid to end of last year, my upper back and neck started playing up. It's just the joys of training so much and, not always, when you train, muscles just get tighter. So when you do that a lot, that's just unfortunately what it happens. And when you're training 5 days a week, there is only those 2 days of rest. So it is what it is. For now, that's just my reality. So last week, I woke up and my neck had just was really sore and stiff. I even had like a special chiro pillow and everything, like a memory foam one that's anyway. So I was cooked. That was not good. So that was mid last week. That was Thursday. I went to the gym and I was like, okay, well, I know upper body will aggravate it. So I did lower body, not really thinking. I went into doing a pendulum squat. And obviously on your pendulum squat, your feet, it was a narrow stance one. So that was the feet, little stance thing were like that. And then you've got your back pad and then obviously the bits go on your shoulders. And that put heaps of pressure on my neck. On the way back up, I just felt it go. So that was not great. So I got through any other movements I could in that session that didn't flare it up more. And then I went home and rested. Friday, I had a complete rest from the gym. And I thought, you know what, if I don't get this extra upper body session done, it is not worth pushing through neck pain. It's just bad juju. So I had an appointment already booked in with my chiro and massage on the Friday as it was. So went in, had some adjustments done and a heap of work into that area as well. And it's feeling a lot better now. And I think going away and using the sauna and stuff really helped it too. So it's a lot better now. I ended up getting still all my sessions done. I just adjusted them around and ended up having to go to the gym. I went on Saturday morning before we went away and then Sunday when we got back as well. So I got all 5 done, even with those 2 rest days through the middle of the week. So that is just the joys of, I suppose, getting old and training as much as I do and, bodybuilding and posing. We're putting our bodies in positions that it doesn't want to be in. So it's going to cause some aggravation at some point. So that is probably the major thing that happened last week. Our weekend away was really cool to just sort of go, switch off and recover and chill out. And yeah, otherwise, food has been chill. Like I said, we dropped food down last week. Basically what a day of food looks like is morning, for breakfast, I'll always either have oats or Wheat Bix. That's just every day. Then my pre-workout is always, before the gym, is always 2 crumpets with strawberry jam. Then for lunch, I change it up each week, but like this week, before I've come down here, I was just having rice, chicken in taco seasoning with I make my own guacamole with like avocado, red onion, tomato, lemon juice. I know it's meant to be lime, don't come for me, I didn't have any. And then dinners, we change them up every night, so like whatever. And then every night we have a Ninja Creamy. Ash and I share a Ninja Creamy together, so that gets me through the day, which is great, and usually a coffee in there somewhere too. But that's what food's looking like. I actually am, like as we speak, in Tassie. I've come down last minute just to visit some family and just a quick, 4-day trip. So back up to Brizzy on Sunday, but yeah, it was a rude shock getting here yesterday. Freezing. I don't know how I used to live here all the time, and like through the winters it's so cold, but yeah, it is what it is. But last week as well, I'm just like ping, so I'm trying to get this done quick. I've got shit to do today, and I was like, I'm gonna keep my word to myself and record my video like I said I was gonna weekly. So last week I think I would have touched on in our session. Oh, this is a session in this video that I had posing with Tay. And I did speak about it. I remember now when I was editing, I remember talking about it. So I have literally just had one again with Tay because she went away. So we had one to make up. So I literally, at my parents' house, there's like nowhere to pose. And I was like, fuck, there's no like mirrors. If they are, they're not. Like in the bathroom, they're in the bathroom or they're in the bedroom on carpet, and I was like, bad juju. So I literally posed out on the deck and I had my phone on my tripod, and then I just used the window as a mirror, lol. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I didn't have time to get into a gym and find somewhere to do it. So that's what I've just done this morning. So my back is feeling extra sore. We love that, but posing routine is coming along fine. We've well and truly ripped into comparisons as well. So by the time I get on that frickin' stage, it'll just be like concrete in my mind, which is what I wanted. Last prep, I fumbled it. I waited way too long to get into it, and I was still like learning and tweaking it like a couple of weeks out, and that is not what I want this time. So that is feeling really good. My shape is really coming through. Like even just losing, I think I'm like around 4 kilos down, right? Even just being those couple of kilos down, my shape looks so much better, especially through my midsection and stuff. Things are looking so much more tighter. So that is good. It's like cool. Like, and you can just visualize the poses a lot better when you are leaner as well. So that has been really awesome. But yeah, that's pretty well it for the prep recap. A little bit of an injury, but we got over it. Last minute trip down here, but that's the thing. You can't just, with this, it's a priority. So posing had to be done. As soon as I got here yesterday, I was like, in the morning, I went to the gym and trained, did my lower body session, got to the airport, flew here, like jumped straight in to do all my check-ins when I got here. And then as soon as that was done, had dinner. Luckily, they had some veggies and I had salmon last night, and then went to the supermarket and had to get, even though I'm only here 4 days, I have to eat certain things and it has to be perfect. So that is just a reality that I'm getting off the plane and I'm thinking about, okay, I need to get work done first, then I need to go and get my food sorted, because, just because I'm going away for a few days there's no excuse. It's like, we're in prep mode, baby. Whereas normally when I come home, I'd be like, meh, I'd still go and get my own stuff, but I'd be a bit more lax, whereas not this time. So yeah, that's pretty well my week so far. And yeah, really happy with where things are sitting now. And it's just still not feeling any impacts of fatigue, although I don't expect to as of yet. But things are going really well, Queens. Well, that's all I've got for you. I'm going to leave you instead of just yapping on senselessly because I've got shit to do. But lots of love and catch you, Queenie!